Good morning, it is Clay Trader, and it is 9:28 a.m. Eastern Time, so just getting things ready for the day. Kind of going through my normal routine, get this in at 1500 since I like to play that as my lot size. I like to use ARCA as my market maker. So all that is now set. I'm looking at Twitter today and of course Facebook, and maybe a few other ones. Soda, S-O-D-A, look pretty interesting. So we'll see where the wind takes us, but we're looking at T-minus 60 seconds now until the market starts. So I will keep you posted on any trades and ideas that I have as the day unfolds. Okay, going for a short here at 60.20. If it can get up there, you can see 60.15. Actually, I want to change that to 60.25. That may have been the move. Well, regardless, I wouldn't have gotten it anyways, so I guess that makes me feel a little bit better. All right, I'll look for another trade here. Right now I have an order in down at where this white line is, 59.17 to go long. I'd like to see if these 59.50s can fall, which you're trying to do right here. I'd love to see it just really get a nasty red candle there that I could buy into. But if it, just slowly creeps down here, then I'll probably just cancel that order and not go with it. But like I said, would love to see, even if on this candle right here, it could drop all the way down there and then hit me. So yeah, this is the kind of candle I'm wanting right here. Does it go all the way down there? Not sure, but I would love to. I like the risk versus reward. I guess that's the best way to put it there. So it's trying to get down there, and now it's bouncing, but I will keep you posted and let you know if it looks like this is going to get filled or not. Well, I'm really starting to get the feeling that it's going to be one of those mornings where I just struggle to get profits. If you watched the video yesterday, it was $375 in the first 30 minutes, and I'm now 10 minutes in and have zero profits. So, and haven't even had a trade. So I'm just getting that feeling right now. We'll see if I'm right or wrong. That's the good thing about these real-time videos. Who knows? Maybe this statement I'll look back in 20 minutes and say you're crazy. But right now I'm just getting the feeling that just seems to be one of those mornings. So we'll see though. Okay, I have an order in a buy at 59.05. Let's see if I can get filled. You can see the red candle there that's taking shape. Pretty overextended. It is trying. If I do get filled, that will turn to green. And that was probably the bounce I'm looking for. I'll give it one more try to go down there. If not, then I'm just going to cancel and readjust. Okay, I'm now in. And yep, probably should have canceled it, as now it's dropping down on me. So I'll have to pick up some more shares here to bring my average cost down. And also with that, I'm going to just go for just a little score there of 59.08. If it can get it back up there, I will just hop back out, since that entry point clearly was not the best one to get. Like I said, we saw the bounce and I should have gotten out, or I should have readjusted it after that bounce happened, but I didn't, and now I'm kind of paying the quote-unquote consequences for that. But I still have capital available, and it wasn't a terrible entry point. I mean, the chart was already extremely overextended at that point anyways. So now I just need to let things settle down here a little bit, and I could pick up some more shares. So that's just the way things sometimes go. And we will see what happens here with it. Actually, I'm just going to look to get out at 59.06. If I can get up by there. Take my 15 bucks to cover my trading commissions. But that's what I get for not listening to my instincts. I mean, my instincts aren't always going to be right, but that one, well, you heard me talk my way through it. So I will, let's see, we're at 4 minutes. I can let it run a little bit longer. Video's not too long. I like the odds of this getting back up here above 59 at least a little bit. Maybe that won't happen, as it looks like it's going to sink further down now. So what I'll look to do is pick up some more shares. somewhere down around here. Let's see where it looks like it might want to base out. Try for some, well, if it wants to keep dropping, I will. So try for some at 58, see if I can get those. Okay, I'm in. Now my average is 58.81. So 81, and then look to try to sell some at 84, and then 85 if it can get back up there. So let's see if I can get some sort of bounce up into the 80s. As you see, it doesn't have to go too far into the 80s to get me out, or else this thing's going to keep sinking. Then I'm just going to have to go into loss mitigation mode and just trade to keep my loss, you know, within reason. But we'll see if it can get back up into the 80s here at all. I mean, the chart is overextended big time, so it's gonna have to bounce at some point, even if it's just a dead cat bounce. But that's what I'm looking to cash me out on, is a dead cat bounce. So let's see if it can get up there. Got close but didn't cash me out. See if we can get another bounce up into the 80s. Or maybe that was just going to be the bounce. Well, I will pause the video and I'll let you know if it looks like I'm going to get filled, either to pick up some more shares or if it's looking like it's going to cash me out. Okay, getting back up here to where I have my orders. Again, if I get out, these will turn to green. It is trying to push up there. There's my 84s I'm out at. See if it can just push up a little bit further to 85. So I got out of, get rid of my order there at 84. So I'm just going to change this to 84 also, in case it bounces back up there again. Just get out right there. You can see my average now is 58.58. So probably gonna have to pick up some more shares. Hopefully this area right here is acting as support. And right there it looks like it may not be, as the price crashed through it. Let's see if it can bounce back up through there. Looking like trying to bottom out down here, so I'll pick up some more shares at 42 if I can. And it is now bouncing a little bit, but not much. And now it all goes back to that first entry point. You know, had I changed that, I would have been able to, I mean, it still wouldn't have been the best, but I would have been able to start, you know, my averaging down just at a much better position. Whereas now, you know, that first buy at the 59.05, that just kind of screwed around with my cost averaging a little bit. So that always makes things a little rough. But, you know, it is what it is. Not going to harp on the past. Just got to work my way out of it. And, just see what happens. So trying to bounce up here a little bit. How high did that? Yeah, so if it could get up to at least retest the upper part of this range, that would be fantastic. But I'm not really planning on that being the case at this point. Just trying to figure out what sort of, just, you know, mitigate my loss as much as possible. Here it's getting a push up. Got to get through those 80s though. But there's definitely resistance up here at 80, as you can see. Let it run a little bit longer, see if we can catch the 80s getting pushed through. See, pretty big size up there at 80, but nothing that can't be overcome. And I am out, and look at that. All that for a $75 profit. So, yeah, it would have been nice if I could have gotten some of those 42s down there. That would have been better, but I guess at this point, boy, oh boy, was that a lot of work for $75 profit. But just goes to show, I guess, if anything, don't panic. Just follow the chart. You saw me talk my way through it. I was willing, to buy some more down here if I had to, and yeah, just one of those mornings. And I should have followed my instincts. And like I said, it would have been a lot easier had I gotten my first order, let's say at 58.95, or 58.90, right around that area. My average would have been that much higher, and I would have been out of this trade a long time ago. And there's a nice bounce. Could have made some more money, but whatever. Totally talking in hindsight. But like I said, that's why I was never panicking. This whole time, it was in a very overextended state. And I'm not saying this is a reversal by any means, but, a dead cat bounce, that's what, I was hoping for, and that's what I got. And that's what cashed me out. So I was hoping to actually just mitigate loss, but ended up, got this little bump here, which still allowed me to get out with some profit. So this video is already at 11 minutes. I'm just going to wrap things up. What you saw here was, these are technical charts. If you're not familiar, if you want to learn how to use those, I do offer courses on my site, and you can check those out at claytrader.com, or just click in the links below the video and check that out. Also have a trading group where you can hang out with me and other traders during the day. We alert all sorts of stocks, very cost effective, very, very fair value for your dollar, especially when you look at some of the other subscription services out there. Very, very, very fair, I will say. So check it out, claytrader.com. If you've seen some of my other videos, like I said, you've seen that at this point in the day, it's 9:59 a.m. Eastern time. I'm up, yesterday it was 375. Today I'm up $75, and you saw what sort of trade it took to get that $75. So just not the best morning, but every morning isn't always going to be, rainbows and unicorns. So that wraps up the video. Thanks for listening. Hopefully you learned something. And be sure to check out the blog, claytrader.com.